Facebook lookalike audiences. The agenda today is pretty brief. What are lookalike audiences? Why should you use them, or why would you use them, and then how to use them. And then finally, it's going to be followed up by Q&A. Less than 60 seconds. This is the boot camp calendar. This is a completely pre-recorded boot camp. People go at their own pace. They get an email every day with a video, a class to watch, status updates, and all that stuff. So it's completely virtual, and people can repeat it. So they go through the whole cycle for 30 days. At the end, they say, geez, that was great, but I need a second time through. They can simply hit repeat. What are lookalike audiences? Briefly, lookalike audiences let you reach new people that you don't know who are similar, according to Facebook, who are similar to a custom audience that you may have created. They're essentially a reflection of a custom audience, okay? However, it's a reflection that's pretty tarnished. So what do I mean by that? A custom audience is an email list, a mobile phone list, or a website custom audience, okay? So these are people that you actually have in your donor database, or these are people that actually visit your website. Okay, a lookalike audience are just kind of a mirror of the custom audience. They're, according to Facebook, they are similar. It's a similar, audience set to what your custom audience is. And they look at, obviously, if you have, say, 1,000 emails, just for the purposes of math, and 33% of those people live in Boston, then Boston is going to be a flavor of the lookalike audience. So it's essentially looking at the overall trends within your custom audience and reflects them into a lookalike audience. Okay. Still, again, it's a tarnished mirror. Okay. It's not perfect, because what we're doing is we're really talking about, looking at people who know us already and people who don't know us. Totally different. So if we look at custom audiences, they have a direct connection to your organization. They are on your email list. They have visited your website, okay? And because of that, they're most likely to take action than any other type of person. With a custom audience, you could target them directly with ads. So you can target donors who, donated in the past 3 months. Anyone who donated in the past 3 months, we want to promote this specific ad to them to have them, maybe take another action, or maybe consider a monthly donation. Okay. And you can also finally define your website audience. Okay. So again, these are people that totally know about you. You would use a custom audience if your strategy is to engage your current people who are already visiting your website, and who are already on your email list. Okay. So that's the strategy there. If you want more reach in a campaign, if you don't have enough, if you look at your custom audience, geez, we only have 1,000 emails, but we need to reach a lot more people who are similar to this, then you're going to look at a lookalike audience, a reflection of the custom audience. You could think of targeting as like a shotgun. So when you go to the Power Editor, facebook.com/ads/manage/Power Editor. Okay. And you have to use Chrome. So to create an audience, go under Add Tools, click Audiences, and then you click Create Audience. 4 different types of custom audiences: a data file, which I said before is like an email list. MailChimp, same idea. Using a mobile app, custom audience with a mobile app, and then custom audience from your website. Creating the audience for a website, for your website. Okay. Let's say that, people who visited our campaign page on your website. Okay. Description you don't really need. You do have to install a remarketing pixel on your website. So you want to have a website developer do that. The code's right here. Then you can say, who do we want to track? Do we want to target all the people on our website, or do we want to target specific web pages within our domain? So you can, type in your main domain, all right? And then you can even drill down into specific URLs or specific keywords. And then you can say contains, doesn't contain. So if there was an event, it was an event page, maybe they received an email about it, they go to that page to register, and second thoughts, they go back to Facebook and they see a post about it. Okay, that's what this is about. And what's great is that you can say, so anyone who visits this page in the past 10 days or in the past 5 days, okay? And then you create the custom audience. Now, let's just say that, we have the other problem that a lot of nonprofits have, at least a lot of the nonprofits that I know, small or medium sized, they're struggling to build up an email list, okay? So they really don't have much of a custom audience to work with. But what they can do is they can create a lookalike audience. So they can go and say, geez, I only have 4,000 email subscribers. I'm going to go ahead and create a lookalike audience. Okay. So a lookalike audience, again, as I described before, it's simply a reflection of your actual custom audience. And then you look at similarity. You want people that are very similar to your custom audience, then you'll go on this side of the range. Now, if we scroll over to the right, obviously we got a lot more people, but the quality, in a sense, isn't going to be great. Click on create audience, and then you're good to go. Then you have, another audience that you can go after with Facebook ads. And when you log in, check for updates and have the latest information right here. If you make any changes, click upload changes, right? So a lot of people have said, geez, I did something in the Power Editor and nothing's happening. That post that I created in the Power Editor isn't publishing on my page. So just those two things. And I'm going to open it up for Q&A right now. So